Hello and welcome back to Rome Total Realism version 0.6. Getting into episode 13, I'm going to mention something. This has all been recorded during the launch week of the mod, and that means that this is recorded during a point in time when there is a bug in the game. It is, I think, diagnosed at this point and will be patched, but unfortunately that patch might also make this save game no longer usable. The good news is that really I think there's only 2 or 3 more episodes left of this campaign that are super interesting. Killing Epirus and the start of the war with Macedon before we reach the tipping point of it. So I think that in the next 2 or 3 episodes we can get that done before the next patch potentially breaks my game, but that's not a promise, and the reason why is because the next patch is coming because my game might randomly brick at any moment and my saves become unloadable. So what I'm going to try to do is to play these next 3 episodes without ever loading a save for any reason, without turning off the game, which is like 4.5 hours post-editing, or pre-editing rather. And the reason for that is the problem is not of crashing, the problem is of save corruption. So hopefully we keep getting lucky and we can finish off this campaign. Once we've taken out the Epirotes and a huge chunk of the Antigonid Kingdom, I think this campaign will be in runaway mode, and I would look forward to future wars with the Seleucids or with Rome and trying that out. But just due to stability issues, that's not really something I can plan to do in this patch. However, I'm not ending this campaign until elephants are on my shores, tearing through Antigonid lands. And step 1 of that is getting through this turn and getting through this fight. This guy's not a great general, but we aren't either, to be honest. Neither is the backup army, and looking at this, I have 2, 7, so we have 1 extra unit. It's just going to end up being a 304 that's in reserve, nothing special. We outnumber them by 7 units. We have probably lower troop quality than them. They've got proper 304 away. They've got their phalanxes. I need to outposition this. So let's get into it. Let's see if we can. So looking at this, my unit quality is just trash by comparison, right? My 304 away versus theirs is not a good look, right? I'm down 5 defense, 3 melee attack. The missile attack's not the biggest deal. Then they have the relatively nuts Royal Peltast unit, right? And they just, I think their infantry's better than mine, and this is an infantry stack army, and having 6 units of generals when they're all so weak in 0.6, like this army's not actually a full stack, even though it looks like it is one. I would say this is worth maybe 2.5 units. It should not be here. And that's not great. This army is suboptimal in a lot of ways. To win, I think I need crazy value out of these Peltasts. I need to draw a melee line, keep my actual general right behind it for morale. I'm gonna need the rest of my cav fighting their cav to prevent a flank coming around. And once the melee is joined, my slinger's gonna flank around, throw rocks in the back, and win. I'm not sure this works, honestly. I'm really not. But I think it's just about the only play that I've got, so we're gonna try it. And obviously fighting them downhill is pretty fucking bad. Keep moving up, because we need to move up, otherwise we die. Like, we can't let them throw rocks at us, but we can't waste our slingers throwing stones at them, rather. I'm gonna start a charge here as I line up my cavalry for a charge of their own. Pause, hold up real quick. Where exactly did I tell my infantry to stop? Yeah, it's a little bit too far forward, boys. My slingers can stop where they are now, which is basically the man I just gave everyone. Not you, you keep going. You charge their general. All of my 304 away are on fire at will. Going to charge here against their heavy cav. No, actually just charge. I don't fucking care about the javelins. Actually, as they're moving, we're fine. This will be fine. We want to deal with their heavy cav first. This unit can move out to the side. The rest of this being free to do as it wants is gonna come out like this. You're gonna start to flank. You're gonna start to flank. My cav is gonna need to back off here. It's unacceptable for them to stay where they are. This needs to back off as well, because they're moving a lot of their infantry around. I'm actually going to back off on these slingers. I can see how this battle line's going to evolve. It's not going to work out on a flank on this side. You come forward. The 2 of you come forward. The 2 of you come forward. Cav, keep walking away. Slingers keep moving. Slingers keep moving. Run that down. Over here, their generals are getting further ahead, but that's not good enough on its own. We have to keep moving, get the distance greater than it currently is. Run this forward. Come down to these fights. No point running after slingers forever. Focus on the general. And if we can kill that general, the rest of this battle becomes infinitely more winnable than it previously was. Focus there instead. Throw rocks here. You're not really in a position to do it on either of the other units yet. Perfect. Good, good, good. My general's where he needs to be. What's the rest of this family doing? Running, I would hope. Get the fuck out of there. All right, all of this is where it should be, basically. Shoot here. Shoot here. That's a Macedonian unit on our flank. My cav needs... All of them broke? You fucking clowns. I don't know if blowing the horn has a range. I'm pretty sure it does. No, it doesn't, apparently. All right, you guys, you're gonna need to deal with the enemy slingers eventually. I don't know that you're gonna be able to. Oh my god, all of them breaking and losing this many men might not be bearable, really. All right, I just have to accept my slingers getting shot in the back. I can't keep not shooting anything else. My cav's doing fine still. I think the general's gonna have to be involved in any charging that's happening. We got so few left. At this point, you fucked up. You're now distracting this. Congratulations. Get him on the other side so don't misclick him by accident at any points. Cool. Rocks in their backs. Do your best. The slingers have been throwing rocks at my general the whole time. Not great. Not thrilled about that information. Yeah, we dealt damage there. That was actually relevant. Come up to the top so we can charge the slingers past our own troops. I have a rout happening here on some of my guys already. Does my general have to stay around? He does. All of you, rocks in the next guy. All of this, come down. As we can see, more units are coming into the fight. My general has to stay here. He can try to run this down, though, and prevent it from getting anywhere useful. All of you, charge that. What's happening down here? Anything retreating? No. This guy is routing. Going to stay where I am here, just move forward. I've lost a lot of my 304. They just routed off, but it's fine, technically. Throw jabs there. Move forward, get better rocks here. Is this really not routed? God, their morale's so good. And mine isn't. They're broken, but we need them to actually get off the field. Rocks here. All of this come down. If I blow this horn and control A, what do I have selected on the outskirts of the map? Got this guy. Oh, he's come in because he's fresh. I see. You're not someone who stopped routing. This is. Wait, no, that's not something that stopped routing. You're where you're supposed to be. All right, you finally got that routing. Keep maneuvering around with this. All of my horses going towards those slingers. You should be part of the maneuver. Everyone come down. This is actually a surrounded enemy unit that I didn't even realize was an enemy unit. Stop earlier then. You guys have done your job. Come down. Probably just catch your fucking breath, to be honest. Where's this new unit at? It just wants to be down here distracting. No, it doesn't. It wants to be running up. It wants to be specifically charging their cavalry. Cool. Throw into the back of this while there's still a back of it to throw into before these guys rout. Where's my general? He's close. Let's get him here. That seems like the best place for my cavalry to catch their breath. Close enough to help, but far... Oh, my own guys are routing. Horn? Can we do anything? No. I don't know what the chalk speed is. They're stacked as hell, but there's not much else we can do there. Back off on this with the intent of charging into the fight behind us. I think we have to. We still have one guy here. I know that this looks grim, because it fucking is. We have another unit coming in. Oh, this guy actually might have rallied then. I thought I only had one guy standing off to the side. Where are you? Come up to meet up with the other guy. I think we're just barely good due to superior numbers. It's close to not being good. is very, very close to not being good. Hey, clowns, actually get involved. Like, run up to them and do shit. Slingers, move this way. Get the fight more centered. Not centered, that's the wrong word. You come here. The rest of the tired cavalry just wander off. You two come up. I'm sorry, did something... What was throwing rocks? Yeah, they rallied. Tired cavalry, you're killing slingers again. Alright, they should be looking the wrong way. Right? We can't get them to stop charging because my guys just aren't doing shit. They have no cav. And they're scattered as hell. They're not in phalanx formation, so throw rocks. I'm just gonna charge my general. I can't stick around. It's not like anything here has morale anyway. Back off here. The last thing I can afford is for my only remaining units to get damaged. Or routed, rather. The slingers are not gonna be safe to fight here, but they can just run. How are we doing on Operation Get the Peltas or the slingers the fuck off the field? It seems to be working. Okay, we can regroup this. You get down. Yeah, it's just this guy. No one else has rallied. But we're gonna have all of this group up down here. Wait, no, you rallied too. Get involved. Run all of this off. We need them to actually stay routed this time. Alright, so my army, such as it is regrouping. What's the total count right now? 57 to 47. We're technically winning. My cavalry is grouped up at the top of the hill. Is all of the phalanx or just one of them coming towards me? They're all moving towards my cav. My cavalry's just gonna catch their breath and do nothing. We're gonna kill this guy with rocks to the back. They have units coming back, but they're gonna be exhausted. Everything they have is gonna be completely fucking exhausted. I'm gonna take my 2 fresh units and go grab this guy so I can start shooting him in the back. The rest of this is just gonna stand still. We're not gonna worry about that just yet. Cav is gonna keep catching its breath until the last possible second, because I want to pull this as far away as possible. I am going to throw jabs on this and then charge. That's the plan. These guys are gonna run forward and make sure the fight ends quickly. So watch that happen in the background. All right, at this point, it's time to skirt to the left so that we can get past. Now this might just rout immediately due to being outnumbered and taking the jabs, but it probably won't, is my guess. And this should all be very tired. Yeah, it's in full exhausted. Now, coming back over to my cavalry, they're fine. Just pull them to here. Make sure they're not getting pinned in a corner. Keep these guys walking away from the fight. Slingers, you're good in this. They're losing, but they're not losing quickly is the problem. We need to speed this up. Thankfully, we've got the position to do it, right? Right? Yeah, done. Break off. You don't need to waste any more fatigue. You guys, get over here. One of them got back into the green, the other two not so much. My general's cavalry is completely fine. My general, being not tired, is going to come run this down. You guys are going to come forward and catch your breath. Stop firing. This is the line right now. These guys are going to become the reserve and catch their breath. These cavalry, it looks like my general's the one being chased anyway, so these come down and catch their breath with the rest of the army. No reason to keep them separated. My general has the fatigue to run this down and make sure it doesn't regroup, which is absolutely necessary to win. This fight's a lot more harrowing than I had expected it to be. But yeah, I'm lower on unit quality and the commanders are taking up valuable roster space. Like, they're just not good units. Are you trying to run past me? What's happening here? I think I let them if they're running past me, to be honest. Let my general keep running down these 304 away. Watch what the AI is doing. Back off at that point. And yeah, you guys don't actually get to do that. I shouldn't need 2 units for this, actually. We should just be able to get we don't need everyone participating. That's the thing to take away here. We need to gain fatigue back. Having all the units do it when just 3 is good enough is ridiculous. Now for the rest of this, you guys should at least be looking the right way while you catch your breath. And I imagine, yeah, my guys are winning because they have the fatigue advantage. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Come down. I'm worried they're trying to split off. We're good, we're good. We're perfectly fine. These guys are at good fatigue, right? Turn here, put this one in the front there. Take these last 2, run them to the side. Shoot them in the back. Throw your javelin, charge in. And we're gonna run through in the middle here. This should break relatively soon. All right, just thread the gap. How are we doing here? They're the Royal Peltas, they're pretty good. But rocks are still killing like 5 a volley. And we still have the fatigue advantage. And this should go down a lot fast. Oh, they're the same unit. I didn't know they had 2. All right, cavalry. I believe being still exhausted, your job is just to distract the enemy from the real problem. Fall back, it appears they've just walked away and started stabbing you. It's a little bit cheap. Cav, run through the middle and see if they'll turn to face you. General, same deal. Cool, we can resume firing now. We broke them, we can leave. Over here, not quite yet. They're turning, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Run through, look at the fucking piles of bodies. This is gonna run down and pick up these guys as they try to rout. Yeah, you can just shoot straight up the hill, they're not looking at you. And they're exhausted, it should be effective, you don't need anything else. Over here, pull all of this back into a line. Cannot believe that's not routed yet. What do I actually have on this side? Everyone except you should be forming a line here. These guys absolutely positively don't want to rout, come help. It's looking like it's less effective if they aren't engaged in a melee and distracted. I'm not quite sure what mechanics would support that, but it appears to be the case. Oh, we got through this, but it was a mess. We got through it though. Once we were in fatigue and micro was relevant after the first half of the combat, it started being really one-sided. We need this guy to break. Do I have any javelins? I do, come here. Pull this back a little. Oh, you're barely fighting him, that's the fucking issue. How about more than 5 of you stab the fuckers? That'd help. In fact, I'm gonna do stop, throw. I believe, never mind, no longer necessary. Cool, everyone, back off. Slingers, back off. Cavalry, run that down. You've done enough work on the other one. In fact, you appear to have killed them to the last man somehow. Very efficient. Do we want to be on fire at will here? Yes. Move the rest of my cav to here. Okay. How much damage is that actually? You're throwing them at the routing once you... I should have seen that coming. My bad. No, throw them at this one. In fact, just stop because that's... It doesn't matter. It's fine, I guess, but I am disappointed. Right, my generals will be running around. Those guys can just keep failing to catch their breath. Give them the rocks if they're not going to participate with the melee fight. Rotate right, rotate left, push forward. Open the box. Keep moving, don't you dare fuck this up. We can't afford to throw in the back of that, I think. We have to wait. We can probably do this with a charge, but these guys are so tired that I can't rely on it. Alright, cool. We can just box this one and win. You guys just fall back. I think we're at a point. We're gonna run that down for sure. where we could just run across the map and that would be to our benefit. Because if we run across the map, what'll end up happening is that our cavalry will get there first. They'll regain fatigue. These guys will get ragged running towards us. Nothing will be to their benefit. Come on, guys. I fucking believe in you. No, there's no point charging into the front. Alright, you finally got them to break phalanx. Nope, never mind. That other unit's all but run down at this point. Well, I mean, we threw some javelins at them, and that's neat. I'm gonna put pressure on the front of them, even though I'm running into a phalanx in the hope that they'll finally stop walking away from my guys, because it's fucking embarrassing to watch. Please try to participate, guys. Alright, come back down to the rest of the cav. All of this go into the attack command. Should this just be walking away? These two should stay still, and these two should detract. They're basically out of rocks, so there's no point in keeping them in reserve. Oh man, if it weren't for the 2 units of reserve thoroughforoy I had, I think I might have just lost this. Alright, good. That's dead. Fall back. Fall back. My Discord, not yours, by the way, sorry. Wait, the enemy seems to be retreating. That changes the way we want to play this a lot, then. They finally realize they've lost, but perhaps too late. Alright, everyone do your best to get uphill and do something relevant. Cavalry charge in the back of the phalanx would be good. It also might just convince them to turn around. Everyone else keep running forward. I'm not sure which one they'll be fighting just yet. Throw rocks. Charge. Let's see if we can't get people to turn around or rout. It's an exhausted uphill charge. I'm not convinced we're gonna get anything done. Back off, back off, back off. I should have hit the rally button. One of them routed, that's fine by me. How many heroic deaths have happened? Enemy general fallen, none, perfect. Charge here. I don't think we can catch them because we're all so fucking tired. We're fake charging, we're not actually fighting them. Alright, I'll take the other unit and call that a win. Hey guys, you're hitting a lot of our... Oh, that's not what I wanted. I selected the wrong ones. It's fine. No one died to that. Oh, Christ. What a messy fight, but we win in the end. Oh, you're still here. You changed your mind. Blow the horn, see if you can't get them to come back. It's not the cleanest one in the world, but by all accounts, we appear to have won our first major battle with the Antigonids. Now, let's put up a fort and avoid a second one at all costs, because that was rough. That was bad. They just have notably better basic infantry than us. So, looking at the stats, figuring out who's the hero that saved this battle from us, we have a lot of work getting done out of the General's bodyguard, but they're running things down after they've already broken. All of the slingers were worth their weight this fight, because they were firing rocks in the backs of exhausted units like you do. It's a really even distribution of casualties inflicted, it looks like. I appear to have entirely lost one family member and just not seen it when I was checking the notification somehow. Not sure how that happened. Experience gained to -2, yeah, all right. So it looks like I lost one family member and nothing else. That's actually pretty good. I'm happy with that. And they actually got killed to the last man for some reason. Because they were in the corner. They didn't stay in the pass. I thought they stepped over the mountain here. They took a bad step and they got stack wiped for it. Oh, that's brilliant. All right, walk as far for... Oh, you can jump over the mountain. I was right, yeah. Walk to the end of this. Drop a damn fort. What is the worst unit we will ever have? 42 into 74 is pretty terrible, right? That's embarrassing. There goes a unit for no reason. You can see that I'm mentally drained. I did 42 into 84. The weakest thing I have is a unit of 14, but they can't even reach it looking at this. So this unit of 17 will have to do. We bring the generals back down. We group up what's left of the armies, which all fits into one army now. So looking at this army, is there anything here? Can I bring anything to fight? I have a unit. These guys can get regrouped. I think entirely? Yeah, entirely. And this guy can obviously be got into full as well. So I have that left for real good units currently. Hop in the city. Most of these generals can hop in a city and try to garrison it to happiness. The rest of this just has to go get retrained. That was brutal. That was fucking brutal. Oh yeah, and Theron's dead, by the way, whoever Theron was. I'm not very attached to my generals, as you can tell by how quickly and easily I adopt them. Thank God we have 2 more stacks coming up, because apparently we needed them. This is why it's so important to keep as many units around as you can. Ignore the fact that I literally just deleted a unit for no reason because I'm bad at the game. I'm gonna take a second to look around. I honest to God don't know if there's anything in the turn I still need to manage. I think I'm good. I think I'm done. Let's hit the end turn button. Oh, that fight was harrowing. Yeah, no, there's walls in place. Not again. Oh God, they're coming. Oh Jesus, make sure the forts are up. Put down secondary forts in case any of them break. Oh, that was terrifying. They are coming in mass. I think one of them is in Epirote lands, and I actually can't get through their kingdom without attacking Macedon now. Oh, that's terrifying.
Let us end the bloodshed.
Athens would like me not to come kill them. Yeah, well, I'd like money about it. I reckon 10,000 would be fair.
Regretfully,
that's a damn shame.
We must decline.
I'm thinking about whether or not that fight would have gone the same way if I just had more thorough foray. Like if they had just walked up behind the enemy, thrown their javelins, and then attacked. Would I have just done the same thing but more effective? Like were the slingers actually good or were they just acceptable? And I think the answer is just that they were acceptable. Anyway, new son adopted to replace the old one. Hey Spy, did I see that right? Is the Antigonid army just in this mountain pass? Yeah, they are. I would ask if they're allied with Epirus, do they have military access or something? And I'm curious, so I'll check. But ultimately it doesn't matter because I'm fort walled on every single opening I have, regardless of who's on the other side. The Antigonids are not allied with Epirus or the Greek city-states, and I can't see if they just somehow have military access with nothing else. This army can't even make it back to be retrained this turn because it's winter and they're slow. It is what it is, nothing to think about, let's just move. Up here, what is our movement? Well, I guess that's partially determined by elephant stuff, isn't it? Let's come grab... Let's not land immediately in case there's a new settlement somewhere I don't know about. We're good. Rome appears to be conquering this territory, that's neat. There are no mercs here, so get back in the boat. And we can get in the port and pick up another ship this turn. Which I guess would mean... Oh, fuck off. Stop that. This ship joins the fleet then. Are you happy? Let's pick up all the new boats that we just recruited as well. We actually have a functional navy. We feel safe. It's great. That is an 11 stack of boats. That's very solid. Make it a 12, I guess. Possibly overkill in the navy, but here we are. And this boat's just trapped down here. And honestly, it's not going to be able to move for a long time, so I'll just disband it. It's not important. It's just a waste of 300, but if I keep it around, it'll be a waste of more. Because I'm sure as shit not sending this navy down right now. So we have the elephants here. I realize I should just go slightly closer to where I ultimately want to be, because like, sure, the elephants can get off this turn. It's just this guy that's slow. Elephants go as far as you can. All right, that makes me more optimistic. I was going to say being in the open water is not a danger anymore. We built the navy, let's use it, but it's not even close to a danger. We literally can get off the boat. So if this guy were to leave, right, if he were to try to go into Antigonid territory, he would go like this, and it looks like he'd only get 2 settlements on the first turn. The interesting thing is fort walling here to cut them in half. We're gonna need to do that. And we can actually start doing that this turn. I think we have to start doing that this turn. I should have picked someone I cared about less than this guy. I don't know if that's even a person that exists. In case someone who is in a tree somewhere. So we pop up to here, and we drop a fort.
Prepare fortification.
This fort doesn't need to be here anymore, really. But first things first, we come up to here again. We take a step over this time, and we drop a fort. You're not coming back down this way. Have fun in Epirus lands. We're not fighting them. It was all a prank. We're going east, baby. The elephants are here. This fort probably should stay manned, honestly, because I think an army could get down fast enough for it to be a problem. The issue is that I need to man these forts with something, and I guess the only answer I've got is family members that I don't particularly care about. This guy's going to pop in with the army because I know he's leaving next turn anyway. He's already not governing. This is going to pop in with the army as well to give it mobility that it won't have if it's inside the settlements. That's fine. Be mad about it. I need the war efforts. These can pop in as well. All right. That's going down. We'll figure out specifically where next turn. Give a move command so if I forget it, it'll stop me at the end of the turn. Up here, you would desperately need someone in command for next turn mobility. I'll put the 2 generals in this army. We can come hide in their trees. I'm not against this.
Ambush in place. Yes, strategos.
Yeah, we're gonna come hide in their trees. That seems good. We're gonna need to like dart through and drop more forts. This is the most ridiculous war I've ever waged in Rome Total War by a very long shot. We have more troops that have just been retrained. Run them up into this army. That makes sense. Wait, that wasn't the army I thought it was. Shit. Where's the army I thought it was? It doesn't matter. We can just take all the stuff here that's full health and walk to the right, because they'll be able to make it to their retraining points next turn anyway. They don't need help. This can just barely make it, but I'm willing to bet this one in the back can't. But it can just step here, which is only a tile short, kick him off that tile. Make room for this guy. Join up, get the movement speed. Obviously, both of these guys aren't thrilled about it, but happiness in my lands isn't the goal. We have 3 soldiers here. They can make it this far, no further. You have full Acantiste, they can go into the army. You have slingers, they can go into the army. I have an extra general here. It can come down and give movement to this army. Okay. We have all 4 armies with generals as far forward as they can get. Retraining's moving down. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. I think we're good. I think we have money. We should spend it on stuff. Like, there's boring infrastructure. You click this, you see all the red faces, you make them less taxes. You see all the green faces, you make them more taxes. Like, there's some shit happening, but it feels so unimportant compared to elephant hype and immense fear. Because I'm gonna be honest, if it were a straight deathmatch, this army, I think there's another one in fog right here, that army, against everything I have, I think I lose. I think because of logistics, I can fight, win, retreat, regroup, fight, win, retreat, regroup, grind through it eventually. But let's bypass it outright instead. All right, let's do diplomats first, I guess. Oh, the Antiquated turn passed, and they seem to have done basically nothing. That's a bit weird. That's really surprising. I should have at least seen a ton of random troop movement. How could they have done nothing? As always, we're accepting adoption. We will not be playing as any new factions. Miletus has emerged. Also, you can't even play as them. They're just here now. They might be re-emerging, like they died previously and that's why I didn't get the prompt. I don't know. But regardless, they're here now. Just like the elephants. Oh, look at it. It's a thing of beauty. What are you gonna do? Come down and fight me? Fuck no, you're not. All right, let's start with this. Zoning control here is a problem. That's fine. That's not an issue. Because we're gonna push straight through it.
Attack!
Getting here, we can attack immediately. What's in here? I do notice we only have 1 spearman in our starting army, but we'll meet up with more in a second. Peltost, that's what you got? I don't think that's it, Chief. I'll be back with you in just a second. I feel like I have decidedly and confidently won the Greek arms race. Elephants feel like the equivalent to developing nukes. This is so much more than I really need. You can just get back, we don't need you anymore. This might get charged in later. Doubt it. It should just be this able to grind them down. Come over here.
Soldiers have done well this day. The walls are taken.
I mean, technically it's best to pull them with range attacks if I can. Don't think I can, but I'll give it a shot. Oh, they're coming to fight me. Yeah, that'll do. You guys are basically done. And in fact, so is the whole battle. We'll get our javelins thrown, cancel and throw. Holy shit, that was more than I was expecting it to be. Wasn't expecting to lose 60 men. Those Peltas fucking wrecked them. Continue pause. Just give me a stat overview real quick. You have an armor of 2 and a shield of 6, totaling 8, against a missile attack of 9. And 2 volleys killed 60 of you head on, huh? Is there any chance that the mercenary Greek Peltas could have stats that are somehow wrong in this display? Because every time I fight them, I'm like, what the fuck, no matter what happens. I'm always astounded. I look at their numbers and I just don't understand. Anyways, we won, so let's get out of here. All right. No one lives here, it's fine to enslave. They're not gonna be a happiness problem. Now, having done that, let's take another look. Oh, right, we need to kill the next one. That's cool, we can do that too. We'll leave behind fucking nothing, it's fine. Maintain the siege. Walk up on the armies. Oh no. I wanted to autosave and try to auto-resolve. Because like it should be so easy. It really should be so. I'll just take the result no matter what. I won't reload out of fear that the game has become unloadable. But like, this is the easiest auto-resolve of all time, right? Right? 1044. My game won't crash. It's been stable so far, we're fine, I don't believe. Like, I was willing to take the casualties, assuming that like a nightmare scenario was 500. I didn't even consider that I could lose a third of my army as a remotely rational outcome. Hey, everything's still stable somehow, we're good. Well, time to stomp another fight real quick. All right, they're finally coming down to play. Considering the amount of javelins they're about to eat, I don't think I'm overly worried about this. Let that go for a little while longer, then give the charge. Oh, they're not gonna charge. Wait, stop jav. Does that work in cities? Yes. You can stop now, you're good. You did great. Well, that's not the direction I wanted my spearmen to run, but I suppose it's fine. Like, you can just come fight here, I guess. Who cares? I'll bring the Peltast up on the side and see if they can't get some good javelins from here. Probably not, is my guess, but I'm curious. The fight's going fine, I guess, so far. Let's bring my Cretan archers up as well. Just have them firing down the street at all this. Who cares about friendly fire? I want experience on my best units. Even if the campaign's basically ending due to save updates or mod updates, probably, I still want to try to max out that unit as much as I can. Now, the real question is, does this line work? It seems like it would. Oh, hell yeah. I can't tell how good it is because I'm hitting like 3 units at once and it's sort of thinning out the damage on any one unit. I'm gonna be honest, this is not what was thrown at me last siege. You can tell it's not because 2 units have thrown 4 volleys now and they're still alive. Whereas 1 unit with 2 volleys last time was enough to basically half kill a unit. Really? You're coming over here to fight? Seems a little bit bullshit, I'm gonna be honest with you. Alright, he's dead. Not quite sure to what, but it's fine. Hopefully that'll keep happening. Alright, we got their general. I should probably right-click the guy in the back, right? Because, I mean, throwing into us seems like a great way to cause friendly fire. And this should rout when the javelins hit it, right? Yep. Not the cleanest, but good enough. Alright, we're gonna enslave this one too, that's for sure, but that's not the part of this I'm interested in. Come on, hurry up, load it. Let's do it. There we go. Enslave it. We're gonna step out with just the cavalry because if we bring anything else, it will actually slow us down. Hopping back in, you'll see that like the infantry can't make it nearly as far. We're gonna get a lot more done this turn. And now we can slip up through here. This looks like a random nothing path that dead ends. Let's come up, get some sight. This is a mountain pass. So we need to do 2 forts here. Gonna walk to here. and I'm going to drop the forts. Next, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Ooh, the port could be a problem though. It might, wait, can you cross over here? I'm gonna walk here just to see where I can move to. You cannot. Good, good, good. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Just here is fine, that's fine, that's fine. All right, cool. Fort walled. This is my territory now. You can get the fuck out. This spy may as well come over and look for a stack. I know there's not going to be one because I've been looking around this area. I've never seen troop movement going to the south. How much movement do you have backwards? Oh, no. Oh, say it ain't so. But my faction leader stepped forward. I'm going to accept all the new units from the old army. These guys have a lot more movement than the previous army. I don't want the hoplites, to be honest. I just want 304 Oi. Same deal here. There's no 304 Oi to accept. I'll take the Cretan archers. Alright, that's good enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I get all 7 in one turn, you think? Let's go long. Let's have some fun. I think this is officially the finale now. Because you can tell, but we're gonna stall them out, come back with money hand over fist, rebuild our armies faster than they can deal with, blitz where they aren't, fort wall where they could be. It's so brutal. And honestly, I'll drop a quick save here and I'll give a real save in case that breaks at some point. And honestly, because this is the finale and these aren't gonna be interesting fights, let's just show that it works. Let's get through it quick, let's take the auto resolves. In which case we should be bringing in more troops. We should be putting in just any other 2 guys for the last slots, bringing up the reinforcement armies. Leave behind what we need for garrisons and nothing more. Although, if given the option, if this garrison can reach it, it's better to garrison a fort and bring back a family member to run the place instead. Maybe it's not. He's not a good garrison. He's not able to manage for shit, but it's fine. It's just a little bit of egg on my face. Run forward, start auto-resolving, and let's just tear through this to demonstrate how effective it is. Lost 300 somehow. This is why you just can't auto-resolve in this difficulty. And we're just going to exterminate all of this to get through it fast. You could probably hit enslave and have the same effect. I don't know why I'm hitting exterminate. Let's hit enslave instead on the rest of these instead of being silly. We lost half our elephants in that. We might not be able to do this with auto-resolve because it just kills all of our elephants. But yet another reason not to auto-resolve. But this is ridiculous. I am so happy I made the stupid meme decision to pick up elephants in Egypt. I'm gonna do it manually. I'm gonna do it manually. Cause you just can't auto-resolve on very hard. I'm gonna be playing it fast and loose through these fights. I'm gonna take a lot more losses than I would if I were continuing the campaign past this point. But as I view this as the finale, the elephants got here, the game's gonna get updated and the save's gonna become unusable relatively soon. Let's just get this done to show it off, because I am thrilled about it. Hey, my Cretan archers finally got their 3rd chevron. You love to see it. Also, that looks rough, team. You sure you want to keep moving like that? In case anyone's wondering just how many fucks I plan to give, the answer is basically none. Just like run my guys in, see if it works. They might take more losses than they should, but it'll be fine. We should really get one guy at least around over to flank this though. Like, we don't have to try super hard, but we should at least get the encirclement that's so easily offered to us, outnumbering them 8-2, right? It is admirable how much Greek units just refuse to die. Maybe it would work better if we had like sword-based infantry, if we had anything that wasn't a spearman, but against other spearmen, they just do not go down quickly. It obviously starts going on faster as they get more and more tired, but just, man, it is impressive. So that was an incredibly easy fight. Whatever auto-resolve said last time was a lot worse than 176 that absolute carelessness gets you. Enslave, select the army, and next. To demonstrate just how quickly I'm playing this, my first 3 clicks in the fight are start deployment, start battle, triple speed, because I do not have time for this. This is a really great demonstration of just how useless firing head-on is in the current state of balance. We've been doing this for a while, we just got the 2nd one. And one of these guys is a 3 chevron Cretan archer, by the way. They just don't give a shit. I'm gonna empty the entire quiver of my whole army to see if they ever like get chipped down, if anything matters. Doesn't seem like it does. Just gonna go knock down the wall next to him. Because obviously this isn't getting us anywhere. All of you stop firing, treat in archers. Get at point blank and shoot directly at them through the gate. What's this do? Is this notably better? No, just like straight nothing. It's incredible. All right, so what's this look like from the back? Notably better. 5 to 10 every volley. See, that's a unit you can be proud of when you're cheating. When you're attacking them from behind and it's one-sided as fuck as a result. Oh, also, would all the rest of my spearmen like to come help? The phalanx is a less good formation in circumstances like these. I feel pretty good about how this is going to go, truth be told. Because spears are just pretty solid. No, phalanxes just don't give a shit about spears in their front, do they? Anyway, dogpile them. I imagine you'll just kill the general by accident somewhere in all this. Yeah, like that.
And now his men fear us. It is time to
Victory seems certain, said the Chalcaspides, before reconsidering their surroundings, which consisted of wall-to-wall enemy Thurifferoi. I'll give them this, it's been a hot second. They have gone back to thinking they're winning. I mean, they're not. This thing just lies all the time, and I don't know what it calculates based on, but it's impressive how much they've actually managed to do. Yeah, they're killing a good 150 people. This unit type might just be incredibly strong. And that unit type, I guess, would just be all phalanxes, because the stats on the unit don't seem particularly crazy. 260 losses is a lot more than I want, but still comically better than what I was getting out of auto-resolve with a reinforcing army to boot. That's Larissa gone and enslaved as well. And now we can look at this, do some regrouping. 69 to 82 creates a tiny one to go man of forts. 59 into 92 is not as good, but it's still solid to go man of forts. Bring back the other general. And these generals aren't here for anything other than managing these cities, which are, you know, understandably a bit miffed. A bit miffed, he says. Maybe worse than that. But nothing some low taxes can't fix. Unit of 81 Hoplites, is that enough? It is enough. For very high taxes somehow. Probably don't want to leave all my slingers behind if this were a real war, and that's perfectly fine by me. Anyway, on with the conquest. We can probably bring in some new troops though. Not that we really need them for this first one, but yeah, we don't need them yet. We'll just assault this directly. You'll notice a trend in these battles, although having seen the phalanxes repeatedly take no damage from missiles, I'm going to assume it's something about phalanx formation that does this, and then not walk into that. Pull this over, pull this under. You appear to be trying to shoot things. You're not doing a great job. Try to shoot him instead. I mean, he is walking at you, so it's probably not gonna do shit, but give it a shot. Surround that. Create an archer, switch to these guys. Are these Peltas? I think they are. No, they're not. They're 304 away. That's fine. I'm shocked at how much these guys really don't seem to give a shit. I'm gonna bring the elephants through the city. Because, like, they're not all gonna die, even if I fuck this up, and I only really need one elephant. And I want to see if I can just chain route by running elephants into the back of these guys. Where are the elephants? They're taking their sweet time. That's where they are. Elephants in position. Oh, wait. Alt-click is the attack on them. Come on, elephants. Be good. Do it. Route them immediately. Don't go down like chumps. Kill them all.
Great God be praised. The enemy
yeah, it seems pretty good at routing them. The battle should be over. There we go. Yeah, that was good. Good job, elephants. I mean, I lost some of them, so that's sad, but that was really effective. That saved so much time and effort. All right, that's another one down. We're still looking at like garrisons of 1, 1, and 1, and 1. Looking great. Don't need to stop then. What we want to do probably is send over this guy as the garrison. We're gonna sort out the army that's left at the end of this. Hit this one next. Ah, we're running out of movement. No, there's only so much you can do in one turn. Although that might be the units with us and not the elephants. We don't know yet. Anyway, let's go kill this man. I think my game just crashed. Nothing works anymore. The save button doesn't work either. I can open and close the menu. Quick save works. But I can't click that either. Does quick load work? Positioning elephants inside of a city doesn't really go very well, does it? They're not really meant to be inside of a city. At the very least, they're not meant to be inside the city by the people who built it. Right, run all this up, get their attention, and once they've pushed off and got it into a pitched fight, we'll just kill them all. Easy peasy. And I imagine that it's not gonna go well. Because, like, yeah, the bodyguard's good, but you are, you know, 15 guys versus 400 spearmen. It's not a great look for you. The king's putting up a valiant fight. It's probably not the king, just the general, but still. And there he goes.
The enemy general is killed.
I'm probably just gonna lose a lot of elephants doing this, but I want to believe it's gonna push them off and win instantly. God, that looks effective though. Yeah, that did it. Didn't even take damage. Elephants are fine. Enslave, grab everyone. Leave behind someone who's got nothing left, basically. I've got a couple of those, really. Attack the next settlement. We're not going to be doing that by clicking ramps. It's just automatic. Just one guy. Elephants, spearmen, let's go. All right, I've gotten their attention off of the point, and that will be the end of the fight yet again. It's so brutal watching these elephants, man. Because every time I think it's not going to go that great. Elephants are frail, but only to the front. Only when you're throwing javelins at them. It turns out humans aren't great against them. All right, then they turn around and fight you. They're pretty good. Let's not lose our elephants. And again, we only need one. The whole point of this isn't as an actual unit in battle. It's like the time I try to do it cinematically to get fucking murdered. But the point of this is that in battle, can I do backspace javelins and throw them in melee? No. Actually, I hear some throwing sound effects. I just don't see it working. But yeah, of course, the one time I try to be cinematic and show the elephants demolishing the enemy, they just get wrecked. It is cool though that because of how obvious the mud effect is, you can immediately tell that your elephants are taking damage and you shouldn't continue fighting with them. Like, I knew I should have pulled it out slightly before I did, but I was laughing about it instead of doing it. Anyway, very tired, charge in the back with multiple units of cavalry, that'll do. Should have been fine with the elephants, but I guess I should have waited for them to get tired first. My bad. Got over eager with the elephants. Although they might have regenerated, considering they were some of the first to die, really. Another city down, another city enslaved, and if we look at the elephants, oh, the elephants do have movement left. So this is gonna leave, start the siege, maintain the siege. And these guys can't quite reach, but some of them can. But the Cretan archers are just gotten left behind. Everyone else has mobility necessary. And also, we should probably just like bring over some more soldiers. Actually, we would like to start the siege down here if we can, and we can. Build a ram because the elephants won't be getting here in time. But decide what to do with this in a second as the turn comes to an end. Now I'm gonna hand over some hoplites just real quick because this army clearly needs some mass. It's lost a lot of its spearmen. And we're gonna wipe out another town before the end of this video. So this time I'm gonna be patient and wait for them to get tired before I throw away the lives of my elephants, like a good general would. They're still only winded and I refuse to charge until I see red. So I won't let it break, I want it to work. We are slowly pushing them into the point, I can't help but notice. Also, you're tired for a long time before you get winded. I always expect this to go away a lot faster. You get tired like right away, but winded, or sorry, exhausted, I think is what comes next. Takes so long. No, very tired. That's the first step of red. There we go. So this should be just like immediate crushing defeat for them. The issue here being they're in the point now, so I can't actually kill them. But that was still massive damage, and in fact, they somehow managed to rout shortly thereafter. Elephants are just kind of good, you know? Like javelin units, you really need to micro them and use them correctly against tired units. You can't just throw them at something and expect a good result. But they're really good, just like javelins are sometimes. That'll be another city down. And of course, we're gonna take everyone out of this city so they can have movement next turn. We're gonna throw in this archer as a garrison because archers are just sort of trashed here. We're gonna have one of the generals step out to pick up the rest of these units for movement speed purposes. All of this is actually happy right now, I think. It's all manageable, at least. Especially this one, they love that guy. And this guy. And just to like represent my money correctly, I'm gonna go through and tear down, whoops, I did not want to do that. I'm gonna tear down all of the stuff that I got here because none of this will ever be a recruiting center. That's not happening. Oh, and you notice that all these gates are undamaged because if you go through a gate, it doesn't damage the wall. It's only when you actually bust through the wall that you damage it. So you can see we're at 91,000 denarii. We conquered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cities this turn. We're sieging a 9th, and we're fort walled up. This mountain range used to be our border. This is nuts. Elephants in Greece are crazy. They're so good. If you're in Greece, go get elephants, and if you have elephants, go to Greece. It's so strong. I mean, shit, maybe if you don't have either, you should get elephants and then go to Greece. It's so good. I'm so happy I've been pursuing elephants. I feel like it paid off. And we fought an Antigonid stack. We have the chance to breathe, go back, retrain, mass up, and fight them again. You can see that we can divide and conquer with the stupid fort wall strats. Take a look around with this guy. This route doesn't actually exist. I confirmed that. Walled. Everything's walled. We're good. Oh, man. What a fantastic turn. I think I've never had a turn where I took this much land that quickly in one area before. That was really satisfying. And I hope you've enjoyed this campaign as much as I have, but I expect that this will be the last episode in the series. I've had a blast with it. I hope you have as well. Thank you for watching. Thank you to my Patreon supporters, Evan and Jeffrey B. Thank you to the fantastic mod team behind Rome, Total Realism, Imperium Surrectum, version 0.6 and beyond. Because version 0.6.1 will likely kill this save, but it will make the game playable for a lot more people, and it's only a matter of time till this save dies due to the current bugs. But man, I had a blast with this. And this is definitively the original goal accomplished. I own the Peloponnese, I own southern Greece. I'm safe to my north, I have elephants. As we retrain, we likely end up bringing the elephants with the retraining armies and then just knocking out the Greek city-states on our way back up at some point. We're so strong. Achaea has become the dominant force in Greece and we're poised to take on the world. And I would like to do that at some point, but once we're later in 0.6's lifetime, when the game is more stable and it's safer to run a save for longer. For now, I'm done. So thank you for watching and see you in the next one, for real this time.